All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Living in the Inland Empire. My name is Justin King. I'm your local real estate agent out here in the IE, basically Southern California, Riverside, San Bernardino counties, cover some others. On this channel, we do go over quite a bit in the Inland Empire, living here, what it's like to commute, schools, homes, eating, what have you. I got you covered. If you haven't already, it's your first time here, feel free to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I do try and post new videos weekly. Sorry about that. Anyways, today what we're going to go over is we're going to do a little map tour of what the Inland Empire looks like. Look at kind of like the freeways and navigating around the area. It's a big area, so I thought this would be a cool video to try out here. Still going. Okay. So here we are. We'll do a little map tour of the Inland Empire. Basically what the IE is going to be, I'll show you San Bernardino County. So San Bernardino is a really big area. As you can see, it goes pretty dang far. So for our purposes, when we're talking about the IE, you got kind of this area around Ontario, Pomona, Chino, Rancho Cucamonga, and goes all the way to right here is what they call the pass going into the high desert. We just kind of cut the area off here. This is San Bernardino. These are the mountains here. You got Lake Arrowhead, Fawnskin, Big Bear. Up to about this area that I'm kind of tracing with my mouse here would be the San Bernardino section of the IE. So pretty big area. Also, it includes Riverside County. As you can see, a really big area as far as the Inland Empire part of it. Some people say it goes all the way to about the border of Arizona and California. Really, for most of us locals, we just kind of cut it off here right after about Beaumont. So, all purposes from Temecula up to about Rancho Cucamonga, just to the east part of San Bernardino, all the way around here, banning Beaumont, down this way, and that's kind of the IE in a nutshell. So we'll kind of look at some areas and what the freeways and whatnot look like. So just in comparison and for reference about where the IE is at in Southern California. Vegas, Bakersfield, San Francisco's up here. We're in this general area right around here. So now coming from LA, that's kind of where people start, is Los Angeles. Or this area, this would be like Orange County, Huntington Beach, Orange County. Coming in from LA, you got the 60 freeway, runs right into Chino, kind of where the IE starts right here. Or you got the 10, you got Pomona, Ontario, right about there. Or the 210, which you got Rancho Cucamonga, takes you there. And then coming from like Orange County, you can come from LA. Orange County's here, right up the infamous 91 freeway or parking lot, depending on the time of day. So running about north to south, you got Rancho Cucamonga, Ontario's kind of same area. Eastvale down to Corona. This is kind of the gateway to the IE here. What brings people to Corona is they work in this area of Orange County. They want affordable housing. Corona's your spot right there. And then coming east, down the 91, you got Riverside. Riverside's huge. It's a really big city. I've done a couple of videos on the Riverside area. Take the 91, here's your interchange here to the 215, and this will drop you off into Moreno Valley. Going further south, you got Perris, Menifee. Murrieta's in this area here, and then Temecula. Going south of Temecula, put you right in San Diego. This is North County right here, Escondido. So kind of what I've noticed with trends, people start in San Diego where they live, work in San Diego, what have you. They look for more affordable housing. That's when they end up in Temecula. Or they get priced out of Temecula. They end up in this area which is called like Murrieta. or up further north into Menifee. Menifee is a pretty fast growing city. It's a nice area. I'll have more videos of that coming out soon. So, and for reference, because we're kind of looking at quite a few areas, the average price point in Rancho Cucamonga, which is kind of the would be the northwesternmost part of the Inland Empire. Average sales price is about $755 right now. So that would be this area here. Directly south, going down the 15. And these all kind of outline on the west part of the Inland Empire, is Corona. Average price point, we said Rancho was $755. I'll leave a couple of these up just so we can kind of reference them again. Corona is $715, so it is a little bit more affordable. And what I was saying is people kind of start going east to find more affordable housing. So we'll go east to Riverside from Corona. We say Corona's about $715. Riverside, and you do have $1 million houses in Riverside. Riverside's about $615,000. Riverside's, it gives you a nice mix of homes because the city, it was, I want to say founded in the mid 1800s, 1850, 1890. I'm off on one of those. But so you got a lot of like older Victorian style homes in the downtown area. You got a lot of the craftsman style, which are pretty cool. And this would be like the downtown area. You got the Mission Inn, which is the Mission Inn is really cool. Look it up sometime. This would be all downtown. There's a lot to do down there. And then when people kind of get priced out of there, they end up in the city of Moreno Valley. And Moreno Valley was really formed kind of like in the 1980s. There's a big military base. It's inactive now. It's more of a reserve base that kind of fueled a lot of growth in this area. And just for fun, we'll take a look at what average prices are in Moreno Valley. $530. So Corona was $715. Rancho was $755. I forget what Riverside was now, but Moreno Valley's $530. Riverside City was $615. So as you can see, as you go further east from, we'll just say the 15, just to kind of keep it relevant to Inland Empire, pricing does get a little more affordable. Now let's go up north a little more. This is more the San Bernardino County side of it. So how I was saying, people go from Corona to Riverside to Moreno Valley. You would kind of see that trend if you're going to be north of the 10 freeway here. And the 10 freeway runs almost across the country. I believe it goes all the way to Florida. We're in Rancho Cucamonga now. So Rancho, you would get priced more towards Fontana, finding more affordable housing. Fontana rolls into Rialto. Rialto rolls into San Bernardino. And just to show you guys what those areas look like, we'll say Fontana. Average price point in Fontana is $589, coming from Rancho $755. Rancho Cucamonga is it's a newer, bigger city. They've done really good at bringing a lot of business and whatnot into that area. Another city that I kind of glossed over was Ontario. Ontario runs about right here. Rancho goes to about here. Ontario, there's a lot of business there, a lot of opportunity. They have a couple minor league like sports teams. They have a baseball team and also a minor league hockey team, which is a direct affiliate of the Los Angeles Kings. Go Kings, go! All right, so we said Fontana. Next, we'll do Rialto because that's what you get going a little bit further east. Rialto 582, so a little bit lower than Fontana. Something that kind of makes Fontana a little more affordable is you'll have in this area here up off the 210, you got the Sierra Lakes area. That's a lot of newer housing. There's a couple neighborhoods over here that are basically Rancho Cucamonga. They're just separated by one street. You'll notice the prices drop from about $50,000 to $60,000 based on the zip code in this area. So Fontana, Rialto to San Bernardino. San Bernardino is actually a pretty big city. It goes all the way up here to about this area here. And just for fun, we will look at the average price point in San Bernardino. We don't need the whole MLS. City. San Bernardino City average price point is about $470. One of the reasons it might be lower is because it's got a lot of mobile home communities. There's also a lot of condos. And it just covers just such a huge geographical footprint. So, and then moving from San Bernardino, so we go Rancho, Fontana, Rialto, San Bernardino. This pocket right here is a really cool little area. It's called Redlands. Kind of feels like a small city, just kind of wedged in this area. You just kind of roll up there or show up there, and it's got a lot of charm. You don't really know you're coming up to it. Going up this way, you got Highland. Highland really built up over the last like 15 years, probably like actually like mid 2000s. You saw a lot of building going on there. Up here you have Cal State San Bernardino. Housing up here is a little more pricey, but it's a really nice newer area. And then kind of getting out, we'll go out of the IE a little bit. If you're looking at the IE, you've probably heard of the high desert as well. It's kind of out there, but like Victorville, Apple Valley, you'll have bigger lots. It's desert, so it's not as populated. Although Victorville has seen a pretty big explosion the last, we'll say 10, 15 years. And Victorville really kind of got started because it was kind of a road to Vegas. So you got Barstow here, which is kind of a hub. Victorville would have been the next one into the inland area here. So all right, going back on task. You have these areas here, which are the mountain communities. I did another video where I said like Forest Falls, Running Springs were affordable areas. You do have mountains here, so you're gonna have pretty decent sized lots, but it's not usable because it's, you know, mountainside. So we'll come back inland here to get back on task. This next area here, Beaumont. I see a lot of people kind of coming from the LA, Orange County area to come out to this area. They started building Beaumont up in like more like the mid 2000s as well. One of the nice things about Beaumont, it's still pretty affordable, but what I tell people to watch out for is the taxes tend to be a little bit higher. With some of the newer communities, yeah, Beaumont, your average price point is $529. So you do have some kind of areas in Beaumont that are a lot more like rural. You'll see some, you know, kind of like cow farms and whatnot. And then kind of north of the 10 here, these are all newer homes here. All in this area. They're still building here. Which is nice. And then you get out to Banning. You got a lot more like 55 and over communities out this way, which, you know, work for a lot of people. Kind of a couple of little hidden gems in this area. Yucaipa, you got like Cherry Valley. There's a lot of people end up in Cherry Valley, Yucaipa, because you're still pretty close to everything as far as Inland Empire, Southern California. But it's a different feel of life. You're kind of in the foothills of the mountains here, so you have a lot more kind of like, I don't want to say country style living, but it kind of feels that way. Also bigger lots. I'll show you average price point in Yucaipa too. It should be a little bit more than the rest of the area. But you do have some really big houses out there, really big lots. Yucaipa, yeah, $555. When you really start getting out there and looking, you want more of those ranch style houses, you're probably going to be in the 700s. And this is October of 2023. So, all right, let's go a little bit further east. Like I was saying, people kind of, based on affordability, just kind of travel down the 10 or the 60. So you got Moreno Valley here, or you start heading down south. You got Perris here. Perris is a little bit smaller. Pricing wise, you're pretty comparable to the Moreno Valley area. $525 for reference, because I have a short memory. Moreno Valley. $530. Perris and Moreno Valley are pretty similar. Moreno Valley $530. Perris $525. Okay, and then where do you go from there? Say you don't like what you find here, you want something a little more affordable. We keep going. There's a lot of land out here. So we're in Perris. Nuevo, this is kind of a pretty small little area. A little more affordable, but you do have a lot more like ranch style housing. Big lots. You'll see a lot of areas with, you know, cows, horses, what have you, which is actually pretty cool to drive through. Another area I should note, this is a state lake. This is Lake Perris, kind of tucked in between Moreno Valley and Perris. You see quite a bit of wildlife out here, you know, obviously fish, but you get deer out there. There's been mountain lions. I've seen a bobcat out there before. And then you can obviously fish here, boat, ski, swim, what have you. That's more in this area here. This would be the dam. This is all a little more like kind of untouched. You kind of got a boat here or take a back road here. They don't really have swimming beaches on this side, and then it's pretty cool. There's an island here. You do need a boat to get there. So anyways, we were saying to be a little more affordable, you don't want to deal with Perris or Moreno Valley's mid 500s prices, low mid 500s. Take Ramona Expressway. It's going to put you in this area of San Jacinto, Hemet. These are kind of referred to in the same regard. Just they're kind of out there. San Jacinto saw a huge explosion like in the early 2000s. Hemet's an older city. You get out to this area, it's a little more untouched. You see a lot more of those farms and whatnot, but also in this area you got tract homes. So for reference, San Jacinto, Hemet, coming from Corona, you're a little bit further out. From here to here, you're about an hour. Moreno Valley to Hemet, you're about 30 minutes depending on the part of Hemet. Moreno Valley to Corona, you're about 35-40 minutes. Rancho to Movell, you're about 45. Redlands to Rancho, you're about 20 to 30 minutes. Temecula to Rancho, you're a little over an hour. Temecula to Corona. I know a lot of people that live in Temecula, Menifee area, they commute to Corona for work. They're usually about an hour depending on the time of day. Other lakes and whatnot. This is Lake Elsinore. This house is pretty much all the way around here. We also got Lake Matthews. This is where all the drinking water for the area comes in. This is a non-contact lake. It is completely fenced off, so you cannot get in. I hear fishing's great there if you're willing to pay the ticket for it. I don't know if we talked about Lake Hemet or not. This is a man-made lake. They put this in, I want to say about 20 years ago. They got camping and whatnot all the way around there. So, and then going a little bit further south, you got like Dutch Village, French Valley. This is kind of an area right in between Menifee and Murrieta. It was unincorporated up until a few years back. And this would be Lake Skinner. Murrieta Hot Springs, sorry. And then going south, you got Temecula here. Temecula is known pretty much for its wine country. You got the casino down here as well. Nice little area. This should be Vail Lake right there too. And I'm not sure, but that might be private still. That might be a private lake. And they got camping and everything all around there. It's actually a pretty nice area. Pachanga, you got your casino here. And that's kind of like the southernmost point of the Inland Empire. Going south, that puts you right into North County, San Diego. And from Temecula to here, it's about, 30 minutes. Temecula to, we'll say Escondido, Temecula to Oceanside, you're about 30 minutes. So I think that kind of concludes just the general overview of what the Inland Empire's kind of layout and routes around it and through it. I'll do more videos like this just kind of based on actual city and county. Let me pull it out here. Okay. So Yep, that's the Inland Empire in a nutshell, just kind of ways around it, routes through it. If you have any questions about it, even commute times, if there's anything that you would like me to cover, this map video is kind of fun. I think I'm gonna do a few more of these. I liked it. Drop it in the comments or shoot me a message. Also, I'll include my email, my cell phone. It's all below. You can reach out anytime, day, nights, weekends. I'm a full-time realtor, real estate agent out this way. So this is what I do. Reach out. It kind of inspires me to make more of these videos like this. I know it's kind of a big area, so it's kind of confusing. I get a lot of people reaching out, just kind of asking like what the general landscape is and differences between certain areas. So again, my name was Justin King. If you got any value from this, or if you know anyone that would benefit for it, please feel free to share it with them. Also, you can reach out to me anytime. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.